that I would like to spend today talking about an overview of 5 billion sales so that you are able to have a synopsis of all the programs that we are working with, right? And that you can see the potential of this opportunity. And so after about 20 minutes, we'll go on to a question and answer period so that we can hear from you what your questions might be. We are in an important transition for 5 billion sales. The month of July, just today alone, we were announced a new opportunity that's going to come our way that we can earn money at. We also know that we've got a new browser coming out July 15th that we'll talk about. So all of this is leading us up to getting paid August 25th from sell data income and validation money, and then getting us ready to see if we can expand this even beyond what we've already done. So when we're talking about 5 billion sales, we are talking about data. And data is king. Data is the basis of our information age. And the data we're talking about with 5 billion sales is public anonymous data that you create every day as you search the web. So when you do a search and you click through the websites, that data is public and it's anonymous and can be gathered by anyone that has the knowledge about how to do that. We can't process that data alone by ourselves. So Google, for example, has come in for the past 10 years or so and taken that public anonymous data and used it for their own purposes to improve their site and at the same time to sell advertisements to advertisers. And in 2021, they earned $150 billion out of their $186 billion that they earned from just taking that anonymous data and making it available to advertisers. And Facebook, when you think about Facebook, none of us have paid them a penny, but how in 2021 did they earn $86 billion? Well, they earned that much money, again, from not only selling our public anonymous data, but our personal data. And so we gave them permission to do that when we signed up for their free opportunity, Facebook. So in the industry, there's a saying that if you're on a free platform, it means you're the product and not anything else. They are literally selling what you're doing, what you're creating every single day. But 5 billion sales wants to change that. And they want you to know about the value of your data. They want you to give permission to them to buy it from you. And they also want to share the proceeds with you. So this is the shift that we're in the middle of. And what I would like to do is talk about the 3 programs that we know about right now and allude to the new one that has just come to our knowledge. So we are an opportunity that is connected to 5 billion sales through a UK company that has had 25 platforms across the web where they've been using artificial intelligence to sell advertisers and to do predictive marketing for the last 12 years. And during that time, they have been building an artificial intelligence machine that has become more and more intelligent as more and more people sign up to use it. And across all of this larger parent company that we're a part of, we have over 340 million people taking part in browsers that they've set up, in people that are willing to look at advertisements so they can see what is being offered throughout the platform. And that is what we're a part of. And 5 billion sales is being positioned to take the forefront of this large corporation and to have us with them move this forward so that we can bring the gift of prosperity to everyone we know, and to know that we ourselves are moving out of any financial struggles that we may be in the midst of. Because as we share our link with 5 billion sales with people who are interested in joining, we're giving them the opportunity to make $584 a year from just doing what they're already doing. They take your link, they sign up, and when they come in, they are money makers, but it doesn't mean they're making money right away. It's free, but they need to activate, sell your data in order for them to make money. And when they activate Sell Your Data, they do a data profile that gives 5 billion sales information about their interests and where they spend their time, what's important to them. And on an anonymous database, not focused on any individual's name or information, but just anonymously, that data gets connected to the public data that you create when you download the browser extension. And the browser extension allows you to have 5 billion sales by your data. And you get paid $1.10 a day for every day that you do it. And that adds up to $401.50 a year. You then have to validate the data to show 5 billion sales that you're not a robot. And when you do that every day, you earn an extra 50 cents a day. So you can be earning up to $1.60 a day from Sell Your Data. And as we know, on August 25th, you're going to be able to be paid a lump sum on August 25th from all of your search data and your validation bonus money coming to you in one amount. If you're starting today, you can earn about $70 between now and August 25th. And if you've been searching up till now, you can just add another $70 onto the amount that you've already earned. And that's what you'll get paid on August 25th. And from then on, that moves into a monthly payment of $48 a month, as long as you are browsing and validating your data every single day. There's not going to be any other issue that you're going to have to face. You will be at $584 a year, $401.50 for your data, and then $182.50 additional for your validation bonus. So that's one major part of this operation. A new person joins you. The first thing you want them to do is to sign in to Sell Your Data so that they can begin to earn the money. And at the same time, you want them to activate Refer and Earn, which is our second program that works together to give you passive residual income. Because when they activate their affiliate link and begin to share their link with others, they begin to get paid as you get paid. So every person that signs up on your link and activates Sell Your Data brings you $100 commission that is residual and that you get paid year after year, as long as the person stays active and is searching and selling their data to 5 billion sales and validating the data. So you get $100 for each person on level 1. You can have as many people as you want on level 1. It's limitless. It just can go as wide as you want. You can have 10 people, you get $1,000. You get 100 people, you get 10,000. Get $1,000, you get $100,000. But the real magic happens when those people on your level 1 begin to share their links with others. Because then from levels 2 to level 16, you're getting paid $5 overrides. And if you're able to bring in an influencer, a network marketer, someone that understands how to build a team under you, maybe an affiliate marketer, crypto trader, a Forex trader, those people know how to build teams. And anyone that you can target to join your team that also understands how to build a team will just help your whole team take off. It will be very exciting. And when you add up the money, you're going to be impressed. Because just think, you have 100 people on level 1, that gives you $10,000. And let's just say you get another 100 people on your levels 2 to 16. And so multiply that by $5, and that gives you an additional $500. So it just adds up very quickly, and it's what becomes passive residual income for you. Not only the $584 from doing Sell Data and your validation bonus, but also your earnings from your commission and your overrides. Now, the earnings for your commissions and your overrides are paid the first year on an annual basis. So the month that you joined 5 billion sales after pre-launch and you activated Sell Your Data, would be the month that you would get paid in the following year. So if you joined in March of 2022, and you then in March of 2023, you're going to get a lump sum for all the people that have joined over that year for their commission and for their annual overrides, the $5 overrides. If you are able to sell adverts, you can push those payments more quickly and get money into your bank in a faster way. Every time you sell an advert, you get 1 credit. And when you've sold 10 adverts, that allows you to get 1 month earlier. So instead of getting paid in March of 2023, you sell 10 adverts, you would get paid in February 2023. But if you can't sell the adverts, because it's not the easiest thing to do, I will admit that, you know, I've worked hard to do it and I've been able to sell them, but it's not been the easiest thing to do. So if you can't, you don't have to worry though, because after that year, those payments revert to monthly payments, and they revert to being paid by the month that the person joined you. So if you have 10 people that joined you in, let's say, April of 2022, you would get paid just for those people in April 2023. And then in the people that came in May, you would get paid for them in May of 2023. So from then on, you would be at monthly payments. So it's just the first year that it's an annual payment. So those two programs work together to give you the passive residual income that's going to build a team for you and allow you to get paid on all of the other options that come your way. So if you look at guaranteed sales, when you have your team built, anyone on your team that sells an ad or buys an ad, they are going to be giving you a commission also and overrides. So it becomes very lucrative for you, even if you can't buy your own, but the people on your team are doing that. And that's what you're going to see as we roll out the new opportunities that are coming our way. So right now, we know a couple of things with guaranteed sales, and this is the biggest change that we're going to be facing in the next month or so. Right now, we've been given an extension from 5 billion sales to go to July 15th with an additional 1,000 ads for guaranteed sales. We know that today, as of about noon, we had 445 adverts left that people could still buy that would give them 3 payments of $155,000 and then allow the $52,700 or the 34% profit share to be returned after you receive all the money. And so that opportunity is still here with us until those ads run out or July 15th comes first. And if you have an ad right now, you just have to pay for it by July 15th. And the way you can pay for it is either through crypto, Bitcoin, or USDT, which really are the 2 best ways to do it. They're the fastest. Or you can go do a bank wire transfer. And if you're not in the UK, it would be an international bank wire transfer. And 5 billion sales is encouraging people to form groups. And if you have one person that could manage the one ad, but you had a group of people contributing to it, that's totally fine. But it'll be up to you to distribute the money so that everybody is happy. They can't get involved if you do that on a corporate level. But it is an opportunity that you can take advantage of. And what we found out today is that as of August 10th, guaranteed sales is going to be distributed by us as marketers. And if you have purchased one guaranteed sales advert, you will be given the option to create an ad agency to sell more guaranteed sales adverts after the August 10th opportunity comes up available to us. And any ads that you have bought prior to July 15th and are not used, those can be put into your advertising agency and made available to the people on your team that have not bought an ad. And instead of, they're giving us some opportunity, and there's an announcement in the back office that is going to be going up on our Telegram group and in other places so that you can read it. But it allows you to separate out the 3 payments into separate ads. And so you can help a lot of people on your team if you're able to do this. And it's totally free if you have one ad that allows you to be an agency. But if you don't have an advert, there is a way that you can, once you gain the money through 5 billion sales, you can buy your way into having an advert for $880. All right, so there are opportunities that are going to keep opening up as we move through each step along the way. We talked briefly, but what we do know with that new agency is that the ultimate offer will be having to have an escrow up front. But with this other opportunity that people buying their adverts now and holding them to give them to people or to make them available, it will allow more people to be able to access this opportunity. So it's quite exciting from that point of view. Now, the new browser, we know that's coming in July 15th, and that is going to bring you some interesting opportunities, 24 different ways to make money on a local level, national level, and on a global level. We're going to have to see what that all means. It's going to bring local currency to just about everyone in the world as they move out these new offices that they're promising throughout the fall. And it's going to be able to lower the amount of data you're using, and the battery power will also be diminished too. So it's going to help you in so many ways, this new browser. It's going to mean it's easier for you to sign up new people, be one click, rather than having to have all your Android phone users download the Kiwi browser and then have to download the browser extension, which can be daunting for people. So this new browser will roll out between July 15th and August 15th, and it should really make things easier for you. With the browser comes a digital wallet that will allow people to offload the money on 5 billion sales that they have in their wallets, put it onto the digital wallet, and then use it at the grocery store or to buy clothes or to do whatever they might want to do. And remember, we do not have to do the Know Your Client, the KYC documentation, until we've taken $2,000 off the platform. But you might as well do that now, because all of you are going to have much more money than $2,000 on this platform. So you want to be ready. And you need to have your national identity card, your driver's license, your national insurance card, your passport, your international passport. Those would be the items that you would use to put up on your KYC documentation, which is right on the Moneymaker page when you open up that part of the website. And that allows you to take off $2,000 to $30,000 a month. And then when you need that to be increased, you just talk to support and they increase the amount of money that you can take off. We've already had on our team, one woman on our team has taken off $88,000. She is waiting for that to arrive in her bank, July 15th. Our upline Inger has taken off $250,000. And so she's also waiting for that to arrive in her bank. So this is for real. Believe me, if we were in a place where we were uncertain about this, we wouldn't be having these calls. But people are going to become financially independent because of the work that you're putting together and the opportunities that you're giving everybody to make advantage of. We also know that in the fall, they're going to be going on the New York Stock Exchange and the London Stock Exchange, just to let you see the caliber of operation that you're involved in. These are people that want to compete with Google and Facebook and Twitter and, you know, Elon Musk, right? We're right up there with Tesla. So we are competing at a level that means that this is serious. Make sure, you know, you don't click on anything that is unofficial. Make sure you're getting the latest and the most up-to-date information from our Telegram group chats, from places that we are focused on through the 5 Billion Sales website. So just be cautious, because we are in for a wild ride and very exciting one at that. And we know that they're in September opening 3 local offices in Vancouver and in New York and in Miami. And then they're going to start moving out all of those local agencies throughout the world. So with that, we are in the right place at the right time. And so what I'd like to do is have you put your questions in the chat so that I can answer them for you, because right now there's so many people on the call. We have 113 people. I'm not going to be able to unmute you. Just put your questions in the chat and I'll go through them and we will do our best to answer all of them, right? As best I can. So Vera is asking, please, can I get the link on how to use my guaranteed sales link as my advert? So you can advertise the guaranteed sales program on an advert, but I don't know if they're still available. There were only 500 that were allowed to get put up. But if you would put your, Vera, if you would put your email address in the chat, I will send you the copy and the images so that you can have those. And thank you for your patience with my lack of audio in the beginning. So Belle is saying, I will advise you to chat with the ad managers if the offer to promote 5 billion sales is still available. Yeah, that would be a good question to ask them. You know, if you have access to the ad manager through Skype, do it on Chrome on your browser and just ask that. But right now, it looks like they're available, but I haven't heard anyone say they're not. Let's see. Everyone's telling me I'm muted, so I appreciate that. I'm just getting down to the questions. So Eric is saying, I have not yet received a confirmation of my payment of $269 for my advert. Below is a copy of an email where I sent the money. So Eric, what I would do is if you don't have access to the ad manager through Skype, have your sponsor do it for you and have them go in and give them the information about your ad, what your reference number is, and they will tell you what the status is, right? So really, I can't do anything just by reading what they've sent you because I don't have insight or access to your account. So what is the gift of legacy? So I'm saying it's a gift of prosperity, but the legacy is you can will this to someone. You can will your whole account to them. They just can't be in your downline. So if you want a son or a daughter or a niece or a nephew or a friend to be able to inherit your account, they just can't be a member prior to inheriting it because they're going to be stuck in the system. They can't move people once they have enrolled a person, sold an advert, or they've been in the system more than 2 weeks. They're not going to move them. So if you can do that, you're fine. You can will this. I put the Telegram group chat in there for you to do that. And so Sarah's asking, can I withdraw with Western Union? Yes, you can. You just have to remember there would be a fee, but anything that is going to, even your bank wire transfer is going to give you a fee too. Yes, and I was talking about the gift of prosperity, the fact that we are giving people for free a way to change their financial status. I think that can be a huge help. So let's see. Infinix Smart 5 is, all right, I don't have the affiliation package. So yes, just go into the Refer and Earn section of the site and activate that part of it, and you will be able to get all of your affiliate links. They're right there. They're right under marketing links, and they give you 4. We use the first one to bring in new people, and then we use the third link to do guaranteed sales. But you can, if you want, use Refer and Earn link or the Sell Data link. What if I have nothing to sell, Trudy is asking. So we have a few options for you. We have one program called Really Successful that is selling a YouTube course that you could activate and use. It's free. You don't have to pay anything to get the access to that account. As we mentioned, you could also do guaranteed sales advert. So there are ways that you can get involved in this and not have anything to sell. You're totally fine. I would say just buy the advert and then we'll work together to figure out what you could put up. You want to, if you're putting up a product, you have to do one product or one service. And so if you're doing one product, you just have to make sure you can do the inventory, because it can be a large amount of things that are sold in a very short period of time. So Chandra is asking, can I withdraw from Western Union? I have NRC only. I don't know what NRC stands for, but you can withdraw from Western Union. All right, so there's no problem with that at all. So that can be very helpful to you. And that is available through the world. So anyone that is interested in Western Union, you'll see that option when you go into your wallet to set it up. So don't hesitate, take advantage of that, because that's a very good way to get paid. So Shikuzoze is saying, I don't have a website to get involved with guaranteed sales, but I want to buy the slot. How will I go about it? Please explain more for me to understand. Well, you would need to get an affiliate link from the person that sent you to this Zoom. That affiliate link from guaranteed sales, or even from just 5 billion sales, will allow you to sign up as an advertiser, and you can just buy your $269 ad and you're taken care of. All right. So if there, just go back to the person that sent you and you will be able to do it that way. So Olead Lua is saying, I have done my KYC. Hope it won't affect my earnings according to your speech. No, it's great. Do your KYC. You want to do it before this happens. All right. And if the 4-year-old, Sidibe is saying, Ellen, if the 14-year-old, how can he or she withdraw his earnings? Well, that would be, through the parent, like the account. You could put a bank account in for the family, and that's how it would be withdrawn. We had a question last time that we were on Monday, and there were people saying that the 14 and 17-year-olds were getting kicked out of the system. So I asked, support about that, and they said that they should be fine. Even if it appears they're being put out of the system, it doesn't mean that. They say that they're being able to register without any problem. So just keep registering your 14 to 17-year-olds. They're going to be fine. And they can withdraw on family accounts. So Elias is saying, my extension refuses to link up with my Kiwi browser, will affect my earnings. Well, if you are seeing that your earnings are accumulating on the site, you're going to be fine. But if they're not, then what I would do is put a ticket into support, or ask your sponsor if you don't have access to support on the Skype channel, if they could ask for you, so that they would need to just give their information, your email, and then they can make sure that everything is going. But if you're seeing the money add up on your earnings on Sell Your Data, you should be fine. And as of July 15th to August 15th, we'll all be switching over to that new browser, which is going to make it real easy. This is why they've done this so quickly, because they've had so much trouble with the Kiwi browser and the extension staying together. So hopefully you'll be fine, but check it out and make sure you talk to support, because they'll help you. They want you to succeed. They don't want to be taking money from you. So Joseph is saying, can someone use his crypto account to withdraw for his referral members who cannot access all the stated withdrawal methods? Well, you can, but it's not recommended, because it's really hard to keep track of incoming crypto, like where the Bitcoin's coming from or who it's meant for. So we would suggest that if you do it, you put sub wallets in there. So like the trust wallet, you can have sub wallets in there. That might allow you to do it so that you have a different address for each of the people that you're trying to support. And it's up to you what you do. And it's up to the people that you're supporting, what they're comfortable with. But the best thing would be for each person to have their own wallet, right? Because it's free. You can get a trust wallet for nothing. You just set it up and then you use it, and you can get USDT paid out in that, which is I would say the crypto of choice, because it's more stable. And Blessing is saying, Nabanta, how many days does it take for my money to reach my account through bank wire transfer? Well, it depends on the amount that you're taking out. I found if I did small amounts, that I took off that it would happen in a couple of hours. But the larger the amount, like a $200, I waited a couple of days. People that I'm talking to you about that took off large amounts, they have to wait 30 days. So it'll all depend on the amount that you're taking off. So let's see. So Carol is saying they're doing Skype instead of support now. I get confirmation for payments by email. Yes, and if you don't have access to Skype, then you do have to use support, all right? Or you can ask your sponsor to do that for you. And you'll also find that the confirmation of your payments by email, sometimes they might not happen. And so just look in your back office. It happened to me in my most recent purchase, but I did get the messages in my back office. So Sarah's saying, I'm using my laptop and browsing with Firefox and have the extension. So it's allowed to use laptops. Yes, it's great. One easy, right? It's just one click and you're all set. Fine to do it on any device, a laptop, PC, Mac, laptop, desktop, and of course your phones. So Michael is saying, please, can you find out if real problem if an Android phone is using Chrome instead of Kiwi browser? Well, it could be a problem if you're finding that the money is not accumulating, right? So if you are not, when you go back into the office, back office of 5 billion sales, and your earnings for the week are not there, then download the Kiwi browser. But if the earnings are there, you're totally fine. There's not going to be a problem. And where I'm hearing is that people that have downloaded the Chrome browser on their PC, but use Chrome on their phone, that's talking to each other also. So you may be able to get, if you have a PC, put the Chrome browser extension on your PC and it will talk to your Android phone. Tope is saying, does the people who joined 5 billion sales recently get paid August 25th? Yes. So everyone coming up to that date will get paid, right? But you need, in order to take money off the platform, you need to have $20. So we're going to soon be reaching a point where people will have to wait beyond the August 25th date because they won't have $20 that they can take off. So that probably will come at the beginning of August. But after that, August 25th will be a lump sum, but then after that, September will allow people to take monthly withdrawals at $48 a month, as long as you are searching every day and validating your data every day. So Expotenza is saying that Kiwi is not working properly. It's stopping on my smartphone. What's the important to that Kiwi when we download it? So unfortunately, you'll need to download the Kiwi browser again and try to get that operational. And then once the new browser comes out, you're going to be fine. But this is why that browser is coming out, because you're struggling and they know it. So Infinix is saying, please mentor, what are the benefits of working directly with this company? Well, you're going to make a lot of money if you want to. You don't have to, but it means talk to as many people as you can. Let them know that for no money, no investment, they can earn $584 from just using the internet and searching and validating their data. Who wouldn't want to get $584 a year? We know that on one device, you can have 8 people. You need to have each person download, if you're on an Android phone, a Kiwi browser for each account, and then you close it out, you download it for the next person, you do the 5 billion sales browser extension download, and you can have up to 8 people. Can you imagine what that would do to a family of 8, where they had a bunch of teenagers, 14 years old and older? So that family could make an additional $5,000, $6,000 a year from doing what they're doing already, and by being able to just use the same device. So this company wants you to earn money. That's the benefit, right? So just think about it. If we've had 2 people already pulling out almost, $300 and some odd $1,000 from this company, think about what you can earn in a year, or in another, 2 years. As you build this, as you build your team, it's just going to grow and grow for you. So from my point of view, this is the best thing that's ever happened to any one of us on this call. It is so exciting. Something I've been looking for my whole life, something that can change people's lives and give them hope and take them out of their financial struggles. So Eden is saying, can one withdraw dollars in a Naira account in Nigeria? Well, you have to set up a special account in Nigeria if you want to receive the money in dollars. But if you are fine getting it in Naira, your account will just transpose those dollars into Naira. The bank will do that for you. All right, so there's no problem. But if you do get a special account, you can set that up with your bank and you'll just keep the dollars. So now if you don't, Chidozi is asking, what if I don't have a website to promote a product? Well, what we have is opportunities that give you the website, right? So we give you a link that puts a sales page in place that allows you to sell that digital product. That's what we're trying to promote, make it easy for you as best we can. So we have one that we can share right now if you do end up buying an advert, and you may be able to just do it for a guaranteed sales advert if you're interested. So Bella's saying, when will they start delivering to those that are due for 9C? I can see some are above the 90 days. Well, you have to remember what just happened. We had a false alarm with a new browser that was put up on Google Play Store, and over 600 people downloaded it by mistake. And they gave away their login information and their adverts. And so 5 billion sales had to go in and put a ring around everyone that downloaded that false browser so that they wouldn't get hacked, and they had to take care of them. That was one thing that happened. Everyone is secure from what I understand, even if you did do that. But then the next thing that happened is that many people were shortening their links and using bit.ly to make a large link shorter. And that puts you open to a third party getting access to your advert. And so they've had to stop for that too. They didn't stop everyone's ads, just people that were in the 9C, 9B, 9A portion of it. So now that everything is back and flowing, but they're having to look at every single advert to make sure that the link is working, that there are no problems. And so that's just slowing things down. So we're just going to have to be in an approximate amount of time. What I can see right now, we're looking at 90 days for the machine to work, and then a notice stage that is in the 9B stage of 21 days. And then from that point, we're talking about queuing up into scheduling. So like, for instance, I'm in that session where I'm in queue for being delivered. So a lot of people are right there. So we're going to have to wait to see what happens. But we know that they have delivered on 715 adverts, and they're just waiting for that money to get processed through the MLM companies, the network marketing companies, so that the people can return the $52,700, get it into 5 billion sales' bank account, and then they're going to be releasing the testimonials that they've put together. And they say they have over 70. So they've been doing this and things are working, but things have slowed down. So don't get too upset about the 90 days. Be relaxed about it. This is happening. It's going to move forward. And you can see the next stage. They have to be successful with this so that everything works together. And so Savior is saying, will the first delivery of guaranteed sales be paid after 90 days of buying an advert? Yes, that's true. It will be paid after 90 days. But exactly when right now is a little bit up in the air. Ultimately, it will be within the 90 days, they hope, or a little bit after that. So Creed is saying, what's the benefit of buying the adverts? Well, the benefit is that for $269, if you can sell one product or one service, you can receive net profit of $306,900. Now that is not a bad investment, right? And then do I get the space to advertise my own business or product? Yes, you can. As long as it's one business or one service and it qualifies for everything happening online, that makes it a guaranteed sales advert. If you just want to put traffic to your website, you can still buy the $269 ad. All ads start as standard ads that just sends traffic to your website or your offline opportunity. And there they give you 1 million highly targeted leads within a year. So yes, you can do that and do it for your own company without a problem. So Fred is saying some of my downlines claim they can't see some downlines who joined under their link. Please advise. Well, if they see that a person that they think should have signed up on level 1 did not sign up, they should talk to that person and see who they may have signed up under. Because what happens when you get a person exposing you or sharing 5 billion sales to you, the first person that you clicked on the link for, that person gets embedded in your sign up process. And so you'd have to pay attention to that and change it in the middle of it and put your username in instead of the person's name that's there now. You can change the person if it's within the first 2 weeks that they have signed on and they haven't enrolled anyone or sold an ad or had anyone buy an ad from them. So you have to act pretty quickly if you want to move somebody around. But that would be, I think, the reason why they can't see them on their level 1. They can't see anybody on the level 2 to 16 anyway. So I'm sure it's just level 1, but it usually means they've signed up under someone else by mistake, even though they clicked on your link. So Gabrielle is saying, does it mean that I will have problems since I'm validating with Chrome? Just check your earnings. If you are getting credited for your earnings, you're going to be fine. But if you're not getting credited, please let support know and make your change and download the Kiwi browser. So Carol is just saying, check your junk email if you haven't seen something, because sometimes they get kind of, put into that junk area in your email. And Blessing Nabata is saying, can I use my voter's card in place of international passport or national ID card? Yes, your voter's card should be fine. As long as it's coming from your government, you're not going to have a problem. Shizozi is saying, I'm having complications in registration of my guaranteed sales because of a website to promote the sales. What do I do? Please. Well, as I said, we can help you once you bought the ad to come up with something to put in the ad. All right, so that won't be a problem. You don't have to have a website to promote the sales. When the new browser is launched, can someone validating multiple accounts in one device be able to switch to it? Well, that's a good question, and that's something we're going to have to wait to see. Our initial thought is that we're not going to be able to use one device and have multiple accounts because you're going to just put the browser on the account. But we'll have to wait and see because 5 billion sales has encouraged people to have multiple accounts. So I'm guessing if there is a problem, they're going to give us a workaround. But I don't have a direct answer for that just yet. And they won't answer any questions about the new browser until we get it. So I can't even go to support and get an answer. Kobe is saying, what should I do about my extension, which I have to redo it every day before it's set on my tab? Every day I check it will be off and I have to set it again. Will it be penalized for that? No, you won't be penalized. We're just sorry that you have to have that inconvenience. But if you're doing that every day and your money is coming onto your site, you're totally good. That's why we need this new browser desperately, so you don't have to do that. Thomas is saying, will the new browser support Huawei phone as we can't get the Kiwi browser on the Huawei store? I would think so, that you'll be fine with the new browser because that's going to be able to take care of everything. But you should be able to get the Kiwi browser off the Google Play Store, or can't you download anything? I don't know the Huawei phone, so I shouldn't speak out of turn. So anyway, I'm sorry that you can't get the Kiwi browser on that. But they are an Android phone, so you're going to need it. And that's the issue. So Penguin is saying, if it's on PC, then turn the extension for 5BS on, and that's all. Yeah, so that's true. If you're on your PC, you've got your browser extension on your Chrome or Firefox, and away you go. Shulwe is saying, how can I access my account? I've forgotten my login particulars. You can go in and log in with your Google Gmail account or your Facebook account. Then when you're there, go to Refer and Earn and look up on your username and do the drop down and go into settings. There you can go in and put in a username and a password or see it so that you can access it. Now you don't want to change that username because that's connected to your affiliate link. And if you've sent out your affiliate link to people, you want to make sure you keep it, right? If you haven't sent it to anyone, then you could change your username, but do it cautiously. but you certainly can change your password. And they've always encouraged us to change our passwords because you're going to have so much money on this platform that you're going to need to protect it. So James is saying, he just joined, and is there hope for me? Oh, you're great. Just joined. That's wonderful, because you are going to be in great shape. You are getting in at the right time. You know, we're at the point where people are no longer asking, is this a scam? That's the best part. We know it's real, and you're in the right place at the right time. Just start talking to people. And with time, you're going to see how quickly people are going to join you. You're in great shape. Enoch is saying, please, I want to know if I can use my bank account for my son to withdraw his 5 billion sales while I use the same account for mine. Yes, you can. That's no problem. You can just put that bank information in his account and the bank information in your account. It's easier to keep it separate on the bank account. It's just harder on a Bitcoin wallet to know where all the money's coming from. So Lyson is saying, but why Kiwi browser and Telegram not supported in Samsung J1 and J2? How can we register 5 billion sales in those phones? Well, if you can't get the Kiwi browser to download it and the workaround that they gave you is not working, you could talk to support to see. I don't have any specific information on that. I would say that that's a problem, but we're 8 days away from having this new browser roll out, right? So it will be over the course of a month. So the loss that you have right now, you'll be able to make it back once we get up and functioning. But talk to support if you are still having a problem. Owar is saying, what is this data we sell? Well, you're selling your search data. So when you go in and do 2 searches a day and you click through the websites and you spend up to like 12 minutes a day searching, you get paid $1.10 for each of that. Now that data is public and it's anonymous, and it is what Google has been gathering and other companies like Facebook for the last 15 years. What's going to happen with the new browser is that there's going to be a ring around our data. So the other companies are going to be able to look at our data, but they won't be able to take it. So you can imagine we're not going to be popular. That's why you don't want to click on any links that you're getting randomly, people sending you things. You want to make sure that they're official, because people are going to be phishing, and not the FISHING, but the one for the PHISHING, looking for you to make a mistake on your computer, on your cell phone. So just be careful. Don't click on anything, because we're in big time, that what we're doing right now. And so is it my personal data concerning myself or data I put in my phone to browse? None of your personal data will be shared. It will be shared anonymously through demographics like age group or sex, gender, things like that. Thomas is saying the Wavefront does not support Google Play Store. Where else can I download the Kiwi browser? The Apple Store has the Kiwi browser too. So you can find it there. And you may want to do a Google search. You know, where else can you find the Kiwi browser? Vera is saying, please, can I get the link to receive for using my guaranteed sales for the advert? Well, the link is what you are only going to use your link from guaranteed sales. And what I can send you, if you send me your email, would be the copy and the images that you can use. All right, so that's no problem. Eric is saying, can you share to me the link for what you can just mentioned? Can I? Yeah, I will send you the information for the guaranteed sales. All right, Eric, no problem. Ibiella is saying, is there any other way to contact 5 billion sales on matters not related to guaranteed sales ads? Because the support has not been responding to my queries since May, and the ad man has been helpful since I stopped receiving feedback from support, is now very irritated. Yeah, I know that that's a problem. You could go to your sponsor and let them connect with support. All right, that might be a best way to do that. Amara is saying, how long will the commission take to be withdrawn? Well, if it's a $20 commission, it takes a couple hours to get withdrawn and in your bank, of course, depending on your bank. And if it's more than that, it can take up to 30 days. So if a big withdrawal is a 30-day wait. Expotenza is saying, can they withdraw when it's 25th of August without identity card? Because some of my downline don't have any ID card. Yes, and you can, remember, that's why I was telling you, you can take it up to $2,000 because 5 billion sales knows that people need to buy the cards, right? You have to have money to get your national identity card, to get your passport. And so this is the way that you can do it. You can withdraw up to $2,000, get your cards, and then do your KYC. I put the Telegram link in the chat, so I'll do that. I'll copy that again. Chua says, since I'm into cosmetics line, I want to display some of our popular lotions that move market, like Dr. Teal's lotion. Well, you can, if you want to do that in a guaranteed sales, you just could do the Dr. Teal's lotion. You can only do one product. So that's what you'd have to decide. And you'd have to make sure, thank you, Willie. Willie put the Telegram chat link in, so I appreciate that. You just have to make sure that you have enough inventory if you are going to do a lotion or potion, right? How long does it take to get the KYC verified? It took a couple of days for me. I put it up, and then in a couple of days, I was given the approval. So it doesn't take long. Fred is saying, I don't think having multiple accounts is a good thing in a legal way. Many online companies experience financial problems with regulators because of this. I hope 5 billion sales won't go this route. Well, no, they don't allow individuals to have multiple accounts. You can only have one account. And that's why, right? So it's on these devices, you can have multiple accounts for multiple people. It's one person, one account. Owar is saying, I did not hear my question answered. Data we sell, what is this data? Well, I did answer it because I told you it's your browsing data. It's what you create when you are searching on the web and clicking through to the websites. Pandu is saying, I downloaded the Kiwi browser on my old phone, but I currently use a new phone. If I download the Kiwi browser on the new phone, will it not affect me? Just go ahead and download it on the new browser. I mean, on your new phone, you'll be fine. You just then can use either phone. It's the same identifying code. They just know that you downloaded it to a new account on a new phone, so you're fine. Can I be a professional sponsor? I think by that, Pastor Fred, you're talking about, can you just share your link? Yes, you can share your link with everyone, and that's all you have to do. And that gives you that passive residual income. If you want, you can do the selling of adverts, but you're not required. The biggest piece of this operation is sell your data, because that's what's going to give people that residual income that's going to come back year after year. And at the same time, building that team means that every opportunity that other people have to make money, you're going to make more money. So the bigger your team, and that's what I love about our team, you're all focused on building your teams. And I think that's very intelligent. So you're being astute about your decisions. So Dorothy is saying, good evening. What will happen to persons I've sponsored who decide to do nothing, not validating or getting others to join? Well, they won't make any money, number one, right? You will make money if they have validated and searched at least once. You could get that $100, but if they don't do anything after that, it may go dormant. Now, what 5 billion sales says is that the average person, 85 to 90% of them stay active. So they don't throw people off that fall into an inactive stage. They hope that in 3 to 4 months, they just start back in again. Now, when we get the new browser, the people that have been inactive, I'm going to guess are going to become active because it's going to be so much easier. They're not going to have the heartache of these poor people that we've been listening to, that their Android phone is, the Kiwi browser isn't there every day, and they have to go in and upload it again and download again, and just a lot of work. So with the new browser, a lot of these people that have not been doing anything, I'm hoping will get involved. The way you really lose your commission is when someone signs off completely, just withdraws, closes the account. Then you know you've lost your $100, all right, as commission, or anything that they may have put in for your overrides for the people under you. But usually someone like that, they're not going to withdraw. They're going to stay in it if they have people under them. So hopefully that gives you some idea of what you can look for. So Savior is saying, are we supposed to browse before we validate? Well, yeah, you need to browse so that you have something to validate, but you may be validating from the prior day, and then you can browse again. It just is seamless. I know I used an iPhone and the Mac, and it just is taking it from both devices, and I don't even pay attention to it anymore. Every day when I go in, I can validate. So Amara is saying, when is the referral $100 be due for withdrawal? That's going to be a year from the day you enrolled in Sell Your Data in the new site. So Anand is saying, please, why is that? Someone can still be validating without installing the extension. Can the person be paid? Well, only if they have the extension, right? If they're validating, they have to have data. And the only way to do that right now is through a browser extension. So yes, people can't get paid unless they do the browser extension one way or another. And it could be on a PC that talks to the phone. It could be on the Mac that talks to the iPhone. It could be all kinds of ways that it happens, but you need one browser extension to go from that. So the Gabana is asking, can I just repeat the GTA explanation? Well, what we're being told is that as of August 10th, 5 billion sales is no longer going to be managing and selling adverts, that we are going to be doing that through ad agencies that are going to be set up in our back office. So we don't know the specifics of it, but we know that any ads we buy now till July 16th, 15th, and that are unused, those can be used in this ad agency to give away, to sell to people, to allow you to have options where people can use the escrow account, not have to use the escrow account, but get their feet planted solidly in an ad. And at the same time, we can sell the new opportunity that would include an escrow account. And we can have other people join our ad agency, and they have their own ad agencies too. So we're going to have to wait and see for more information, but that's basically what they're talking about. So Matt is saying, how sure if 5 billion sales can pay for all of our effort? Still not real to me until it finally happens, as it's been said. Well, yes, you're right. We have to see the money, right? But we see people taking money off all the time. And the testimonials are telling you that this is happening. They wouldn't be having that many people take money off the platform. I've taken about $1,000 off the platform, and I've told you about other people that have taken it. So I totally believe in this. I would not be here if I did not, because I would not want to lead anyone astray. So Ower is saying, how does the company benefit from my browsing and selling data? That information and that data is so valuable. Think about Google. They've been gathering it, and they made $150 billion in 1 year from that data. So that is how much this company is going to have so much money. You won't ever have to worry about getting paid. Chizozi is saying, guaranteed sales remains my favorite, but how to engage in it remains my challenge. Yes, and you may just have to engage with your sponsor. That would be the best part. Nicola is asking, someone logged out and has not been able to log back into his account. What can he do to access his webpage again? He's already signed up new affiliates and the team is growing. Yeah, well, get him to go in under a Gmail account or a Facebook account. And if not, then you as the sponsor, which I'm assuming you're the sponsor, you can go into support and see if maybe you can connect the person with support. But they should be able to get in through Google or Facebook. That's why that's there. So how many number of people can register under me? That's Pastor Fred. You can have unlimited numbers on level 1. So if you want 100,000 people so that you make, I think that's $1 million. If you want that, you can have 100,000 people on your level 1. You can have 10, you can have 5, you can have as many as you want. That's the beauty of 5 billion sales. There are no limits to how much money you earn. Just think, if you get 1,000 people up there, you get $10,000 a year, right? Yes, wow is the answer. You're right. And that's the beauty of 5 billion sales. It's simple, right? It's not like double this and two groups of that, and then this one crosses. None of that complication. Simple, broad as you want, and then down as long as you get to that 16 level, you're going to be earning tremendous amounts of money. And you want to be building your team like all of you are doing, but look for those influencers. You know, look for the people that know how to build a team, because that's what's going to help happen for you. It's going to be amazing. So we've completed our questions, and I will, anyone that's put their email in, I'll send you that information for the copy and the images for the guaranteed sales. This recording will be put up in the Telegram group chat, and we'll put it in our WhatsApp chats. So that will be available to you. And I will be back here again on Saturday at 5 p.m. UK time or noon Eastern time. All right. And so we have a couple more questions here. So Eunice is saying, one of my downline hasn't been able to log on to his account to validate for the first time. What should be done? Well, if you can talk them into just getting on the account to validate, that's all you have to do. Get them to sign in, go to sell data, and to do the earnings part. And then just click on, even though week after week the person hasn't validated, it'll all still be there. All they have to do is hit the approve button. And if there are any problems, they can hit a dispute button if they see there's a penalty where they may have forgotten to validate. You have to validate once a week, but we encourage you to validate every single day so that you can get paid the most money, because you're going to be getting $48 a month in September if you validate every day after you search every day. Now, whose life isn't going to be changed with $48 a month? I know for me, that takes care of my cell phone, right? So it just helps you pay bills, helps you get food, helps you get clothing, whatever it is that you need for your family. So just talk to the person that's not been able to log on and try to figure out what the issue is, and then talk them through how they do it. And then Blessing James, one of my downliners lost his phone. He couldn't log in because of Google Mail authentication. The reference number was always sent to the lost phone to confirm he is the one, but he lost the phone. How will he get his account back? Well, it might make sense to go in and set up a new Gmail, right? That you could set up. Well, that's not going to help you because he's already signed in. So no, go to Facebook. Try logging into Facebook and see if that would work. Because without having access to that other phone, it looks like that could be a problem. So let's hope Facebook gives you that opportunity. And Blessing is answering his own question. So he should try to use the forgotten password with Gmail. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so go in there and get that set up. That would help them. Jarju is saying, I noticed a friend wanted to withdraw his commission, $20 from an advert his downliners bought through Western Union, but Western Union wouldn't allow it. Is there any other way that issues can be addressed, as some are not used to crypto or having a bank account? Well, right now, in order to get access to your commissions, you can do it only through Western Union, only through the bank, and only through your crypto, like a Bitcoin wallet, or through USDT. So I'm not sure why Western Union wouldn't allow it, but with Western Union, you need a bank. So I would say maybe what we do for the person like this is we wait until the new browser is out, because then that's going to give them a digital wallet. And on that browser, they'll be able to download the money and then be able to spend it and then be able to set up a bank account. But ultimately, because of the large sums of money all of you are going to have, we need to have people have access to bank accounts or to the wallets, right? In order to have that happen. So what we do is we do the Telegram chat as our main focus. All right. So I hope that is where you'll send your people, because we can only have 256 people on the WhatsApp account group chats, but we can have 200,000 on Telegram. So please send your people to Telegram. We have OWAR saying, my internet went off. Please, how does the company benefit from this business? Well, as we've been saying, there's just lots of value to the data that we're creating every single day. You can change things that you put up on guaranteed sales. If you have a product up, you can change it, but we encourage you not to, because it starts all over. But if you do want to change it, that certainly would be fine. James, I just made you a co-host, so I don't know if there's anything else you would like to add that I may have neglected to say.
Thank you, ma'am. I was just looking at one of the questions. The person said he could not access his account again because he's lost his phone. And anytime he wants to sign in, they send the code to that very phone that is lost. So I was trying to respond to the person in the chat. So I think what he could do is to use the forgot password button on Gmail. Then instead of verifying or asking Gmail to send the verification to that lost phone, he could direct it to the phone number attached to the phone so that they could send an OTP code to the phone. Then he could use the OTP code to reset the password for that Gmail. Access to that Gmail gives him access to that account.
Great, thank you. That's very helpful. I appreciate that. So we have Willie just telling us that we can have 513 people on WhatsApp group. Well, that's good to know. I know I've had to create a new one when I got to 257 people or so, but I'm glad to know that they've increased that. And then Yasupa is asking, can I use my bank details for my junior brother who is also validating but without a bank account? That would be fine. Yeah, no one would argue with that. You can use the crypto wallet, but as we said, it's hard to know where the money's coming from, but bank account makes it easier. With a crypto, just have two people, each person have their own crypto wallet. That would take care of it. So with that, I would like to call this to end, right? Our session. I really appreciate all of you being here. You're the people that are going to make a difference in so many people's lives because you understand what this opportunity means. You know that this can bring you financial freedom and that you're giving that to everyone that you share it with. So let's stay in touch about what's coming down the pipe because we're getting new information every day. Things are opening up. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and we are in for a wonderful opportunity. So thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you from the bottom of my heart. You're a wonderful team to work with, and I only receive energy from all of you. So go out there and share this opportunity and make it the best because this is something that's very unique, very revolutionary, and let's make sure we all get to take full advantage of it. Thank you so much and see you on Saturday, 5 o'clock Nigerian time, 5 o'clock UK time.